Today, I'm going to tell you 11 secrets for planning your wedding on a tight budget. Hey everyone, this is Lauren Mack with Hacking the Rat Race, and I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos on money, saving, and investing. Today, I'm going to tell you 11 secrets for planning your wedding on a tight budget, and let's get started right now. So the first secret is use the decor at the location. Do not hire private decor. So many times people go to a location and they have great decor, but they feel like, this isn't quite posh enough, so I need to go rent more decor, like table covers, chair covers, because it needs to be my exact color of pink or magenta or whatever color it is, and I would highly recommend not doing this. In fact, when you're looking at places to have your wedding, I would consider their decor and I would consider the colors that you're considering. Even if you have to tweak it just a little bit, it will probably be worth it because you can save so much money. When you start renting unnecessary decor, it can really run up the bill. So that is the number one secret that will save you so much money. Just use the decor already provided at the place where you are having your wedding. Number two is don't buy expensive wedding favors for your guests. If you think about it, I see people all the time who go way overboard on this. And half the time people don't take them. If they do, they use them for a day or two. There's magnets, candies, koozies, all these things. One idea that I like that can save you so much money and people will love, and actually I did this in my own wedding, is maybe incorporate some of your decorations, like some of the small vases of flowers, for example, can be your wedding favors, and it can also be your wedding decoration. This can help with cleanup. This gives someone some beautiful flowers to take home, and it can save you so much money because you're already going to have flowers anyway. In the case of my wedding, I just put a little note on each one. It had our picture. It said, "Thank you for coming to our wedding." On the back, it had a small little prayer. It was about the size of like a business card. And every person at the end of the wedding, if they wanted to, could take a little vase of flowers home. And this just solved so many problems and saved so much money. Number three is day of wedding spa treatments, right? So you and all your bridesmaids and your friends and moms all go and get these massive spa treatments. But here's the thing, on the day of your wedding, you're gonna be so busy, you're gonna be so excited. What I would recommend instead is maybe doing kind of a DIY spa day at your house. Have the hairdresser come to your house and maybe get someone that you already know that's not so expensive, and just don't go get massages and the full spa experience. Number one, it will save you so much money. Number two, it'll be one less thing you have to go do that day. And number three, if you do something at your house or a family member's house, it'll just give you more quality time with the people that you love and are coming to visit you on your day versus this huge, exquisite spa package. So that is something I would consider that can save so much money and can actually add a little bit more calmness and quality time onto your big day. Number five, a lot of people consider having a limo or some super fancy car that they've rented, bring them to the wedding or take them away. First of all, I would definitely not have them bring you to the wedding because again, what happens when the bride shows up at the wedding? Everyone's already seated inside. They're waiting for you to walk down the aisle. No one's gonna see it. No one's gonna notice. And also for the car that takes you away, get creative. Maybe there's someone in your family or a family friend that has an awesome old car or just a super fancy car that they would probably let you use for free. They would be happy to drive you away. You can decorate it, and this can save so much money. And while this might seem like kind of a big detail to you, this is a small detail in your wedding, in your guests, and even in your memories in the future. This is a way that you can save so much money. It's just not having a limo or fancy car bring you for sure, and even take you away from your wedding. Another way you can save money is a lot of people have things at their wedding like extra gifts or extra favors, like say sunglasses or fans if it's really hot. I would definitely not do this because again, these are things that people just throw away. A lot of times they get trampled on. It is an extra expense you don't need. However, if you were getting married in say a hot location during the summer like I did, one thing I did is I made my program. I made them myself. I had them printed out on cardstock and they looked so cute. You can use something like Canva or even Vistaprint for super cheap. And then I made fans out of them. So I just put like really thick kind of like popsicle sticks on them. It was great because it killed two birds with one stone. Everyone had a fan when they were super hot. They were already gonna get a program. I made them myself and they were exactly what I wanted and they were super cute and I saved so much money. If you can think of ways to say incorporate your program or something like that into any of these, then I would say you can save so much money. If not, then I would just skip them altogether. I definitely wouldn't go buy fans or sunglasses or all these little extra things that no one's gonna remember, no one's probably gonna use after the wedding, and they're just gonna get thrown in the trash. Number 7 would be skip live music. Get a DJ or get someone to play the music at your wedding. Here's the thing. Yeah, live music seems such like a big deal, but here are some downfalls. Number 1, it's super expensive. Number 2, you are limited to the repertoire of music which they already have. And number 3, everyone's coming to your wedding to see you, to experience this memory with you. They're not coming for a concert. So I would definitely eliminate live music and either get a DJ or even get someone else to play the music for you. This can save so much money, and again, it is not going to be something people aren't going to be like, oh my gosh, at this wedding it was so amazing they had live music. No one really cares. So I would definitely say skip live music and either get a DJ or get a song list together, because you're already gonna play the songs that you love and you want anyways and have someone play them for you. This is a great way to save money on your wedding budget. Number 8 is do not go overboard with flowers. First of all, I would recommend being your own florist. Literally, you can look at a couple YouTube videos and figure it out. You can get flowers wholesale in bulk for so much cheaper than having someone make them, or maybe just get your bouquet, maybe your bridesmaid bouquet and a couple boutonnieres made from a florist, and the rest you're decorating flowers. First of all, I just wouldn't go overboard to begin with. But if you love flowers, I would definitely do them yourself. It is so easy and it can look so beautiful, and you don't have to spend all the money on flowers. And as I mentioned before, you can use them as your favor, like I did. If you get some really small little vases or even the square vases, depending on how many people are coming to your wedding, put them in there, put a little note on them, and that can be your favor. So now if you got wholesale flowers, did it on your own, and then made that your favor, that way you're still covering all these bases. However, it is saving you so much money, and these are things that'll be reused, and it will definitely help with cleanup. So at the end, someone's literally not packing all these bases that are probably not going to get used again into their vehicle and having to take them home and disperse them out. It is the perfect solution, and it will save you so much money on flowers, because flowers can be a huge killer to your wedding budget. So number 9, I would consider when you're leaving your wedding, if you really want something, I would skip sparklers and bubbles and get DIY confetti. They even have a leaf confetti now that is so beautiful. You can even make it yourself. Go outside, there's an abundance of leaves. When everyone tosses them in the air when you're leaving, it doesn't make a bigger mess for people to clean up after your wedding, and it can be absolutely stunning. And again, this is something that you can make on your own ahead of time, even over time, that would basically be free. Falling leaves are free. You just get a hole punch. You can make your own confetti. Maybe you can get your bridesmaids together or some of your family members together, and this will save you so much money, and people will still have something to throw, and there won't be a massive amount of cleanup after your wedding. Number 10 is have someone cut your wedding cake and avoid the cake cutting fee. This can be really expensive at some venues. Let's be real, you're going to be cutting the first cake yourself anyways. You can just designate someone to cut the cake and pass it out. They don't even have to pass it out. They can just cut into pieces and people can come get it themselves. This really isn't that big of a deal, and saving the cake cutting fee can end up saving a lot of money. And number 11, this is also around cakes. Instead of getting a massive tiered cake, another option would be to get a bunch of different kinds of cakes that are nicely decorated. You can get these at a bakery or a grocery store, and this can also save you so much money. And so many people love cake anyways, it would give them so many options. So maybe you could have 4 white cakes, maybe like a carrot cake, a lemon cake, a chiffon cake, whatever kind of cake you like, then you can have extra cake, and then you can have a chocolate cake as the groom's cake. But if you get these smaller cakes instead of a big tiered cake, like I said, people can have different kinds of flavors, plus it can save you so much money. Because if you go to, say, a grocery store or even a local bakery, they can make individual regular sized cakes look absolutely stunning, and you just don't have the tiers, which again, not a big deal. No one's gonna remember, oh my gosh, they had tiered cakes or they had a bunch of cakes, and this can save you so much money. So I would highly recommend, and if you really are set on having a tiered cake, then I would recommend looking at how to do a DIY tiered cake. You just get the different size cakes from the grocery store or the bakery, put the pillars in, you stack it, and then you really just have to pipe icing around the bottom of each tier of the cake. And again, you can put some flowers on it from the wholesale flowers you got, and it will look absolutely stunning but save you so much money. But if you want to be different and creative and have beautiful wedding cakes, I would highly recommend getting individual cakes of different flavors instead of getting one big tiered cake. And I know that was number 11, but I also just want to add kind of a bonus tip here. I think for anyone who's doing a wedding, you should find the one thing that means so much to you, whether that be the dress, the flowers, the venue, whatever it is, and maybe spend a little bit extra in that area, whatever it is that you've always dreamed of. And in the other areas, cut down your expenses because it can get so easily out of hand. And there are so many ways to have a beautiful, amazing wedding on a tight budget, and things that you don't really care about, don't spend a lot of money on those things. I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which of the secrets are you going to apply to your wedding? And also, is there something I forgot? Is there another area where people can save money that maybe I didn't consider? Please leave that in the comments below. And thank you for watching this video. I would love for you to hit the like button and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.